if I told you the Titanic didn't sink the way you think it did? That it wasn't just an iceberg, but human pride, mystery novels, and a series of chilling coincidences that doomed history's most unsinkable ship. This isn't just a shipwreck, it's a riddle beneath the sea. Let's dive into the truth they never taught us in history class.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1. The unsinkable dream begins. It was supposed to be unsinkable. On April 10th, 1912, the RMS Titanic set sail on its maiden voyage from Southampton to New York City. It was the largest and most luxurious ship ever built at the time, featuring swimming pools, grand staircases, and enough champagne to sink a smaller boat. But just 4 days into the journey, disaster struck. 2. A false sense of security. Now imagine this, a ship called Unsinkable, carrying over 2,200 passengers with only 20 lifeboats. Yep, not even enough for half the people on board. Why? Because they thought it was practically invincible. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. 3. The iceberg collision. Late on the night of April 14th, while most passengers were asleep, Titanic struck an iceberg in the North Atlantic. But here's the twist. The iceberg didn't tear one giant hole like you'd expect. Instead, it caused a series of small gashes across multiple compartments. Think of it like tiny paper cuts on the side of the ship, individually minor, but together, deadly. 4. Panic and inequality. As water rushed in, the ship's nose dipped down. The back lifted into the air. People scrambled for lifeboats, but first-class passengers had better access. Some lifeboats were launched half-empty. Meanwhile, third-class passengers were stuck behind locked gates. That's not just tragic, that's outrageous. 5. A strange prediction? Now here's where it gets eerie. Just 14 years earlier, a novel was written called Futility about a ship called the Titan. It was massive, luxurious, and yes, hit an iceberg in the North Atlantic. Coincidence? Or weird prophecy? 6. Courage and survival. Back to Titanic. As it broke in half, people clung to anything they could. Only around 700 survived, many in freezing water for hours. One of the most famous survivors was Molly Brown, later nicknamed the unsinkable Molly Brown, because she rallied others to roll lifeboats and demanded they return for more survivors. 7. The legacy and lessons. The aftermath sparked outrage. Lifeboat rules were changed. Ship designs were upgraded, and maritime communications saw major reforms. The Titanic wasn't just a disaster, it was a wake-up call to human pride and poor planning. 8. The wreck revealed. And here's the real kicker. We didn't even discover the wreck until 1985, more than 70 years later, lying silently 12,500 feet beneath the ocean, like a ghost frozen in time. 9. A tragedy that echoes. So was it hubris, bad luck, or a tragedy waiting to happen? One thing's for sure, the Titanic's story didn't sink, it only got deeper with time. What are you thinking about what actually the issue is? Comment below, and I'll respond. Stay tuned for more videos like this.